Hello, welcome back to another video, and today we got some lovely Hito Hey. They are trying to cancel Femboys again, and I, for one, will not stand for this. As a certified Femboy model user, and as someone who wants my next model to be even more Femboy, if that's even a word, I will not stand for this type of shit. PC, you need to, like, calm down. But yeah, let's get into the slander.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've had a great weekend.
Great.
We've got a very important matter to discuss here, guys.
The fuck is this? I've never heard this before, but I won't say it again. Ask me something. Hi, so femboy is a slur against trans femmes. Dude, these fucking mentally ill people will fucking find the way to always self-insert them into other people's fucking communities. Femboys have been around for way longer than trans people have, and it's so stupid how they're trying to just cancel shit just because they're fucking bored at home and have nothing better to do than to be mentally ill.
Certain people on Twitter, elsewhere on social media,
they're trying to cancel us.
That the word femboy,
Rev,
as
or
you can
hero.
see in the screenshot, for example, where it's censored, that it's actually a slur.
It's so stupid.
That femboy is a slur against trans femmes.
I'll show you a real fucking slur right here. Nah.
The screenshot saying specifically, "Hi, so femboy is a slur against trans femmes. Info: It was used in R34 to fetishize and degrade trans girls and trans femmes." Yeah,
Bro, you should probably learn how to spell degrade before you start posting stupid shit like this. Honestly, like, oh my god, dude. These fucking mentally ill people that have nothing better to do just always love to insert themselves into another fucking community and then try to virtue signal that they come from a different community and try to cancel that community. It's so stupid. Yeah, sure, weirdo. Like, holy shit, femboys have been along for way longer than trans people have. Fudas have been around for way longer than trans people have. And people are like, oh no, not like, these mentally ill fucks are like, no, it's a slur to call someone a femboy. It's like, what? Are you retarded?
yeah.
Next thing you know, they're going to say the exact same shit about tomboys and shit. And it's like, bruh, these people are just mentally ill as fuck.
Internet's brightest here, lecturing all of us about femboys. You know, this is
Oh my God.
totally accurate information. Definitely not incorrect at all. Definitely not some sort of lunatic take at all.
Yep.
By any stretch of the means. No, this is some factual stuff. Now, I'm really not the best person to talk about this, though, as I don't really like know anything about femboys. You know, it's
What do you mean?
not a topic I know much about at all. As I myself,
What do you mean? This model is a femboy, Rev. Or hero. Hey, I keep calling him Rev. Fuck. Hey.
am not a femboy and I don't partake in femboy culture, I would never do such a thing. But as I said,
That fucking pause. That pause. Oh my god, dude. I believe him. I honestly believe him. I also don't partake. The only thing femboy about me is the goddamn model. That's about it. And I also want my next model to be a femboy, but with a booba toggle, which is what that poll is about in the in my community tab thing.
on it. And this actually goes back a few years ago to start. Because a few years ago, this rhetoric was being posted on Twitter.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
And to go back in time a little bit, what you need to know is a few years ago, this sort of rhetoric was not just being posted on Twitter, but it was pretty popular on Twitter too. There were tweets saying that femboy is offensive and or a slur that were getting a lot of likes and support. There were still a lot of people pushing back against those takes.
Was this during the COVID days? Because if it was during the COVID days, I can guarantee you people were just pushing that because they were bored as shit.
Don't get me wrong, it's not like it had universal support, but they were still getting a lot of likes. And a lot of people trying to say, indeed, you can't use this term. Believe it or not,
femboy. There we go. Just to get all the lunatics out of here. Offend as many lunatics as we can.
The same types of people were saying that you can't use the word trap.
Oh my god, dude. I remember that shit too, and it's the dumbest fucking thing on the planet. It's like, trap is a slur. It's like, no, it's fucking not. No, it's not. It was just another fucking word we threw around for femboys, you know?
Important distinction.
It's the same fucking shit as yo, that's a dude, looks female enough. You know?
Any context, meaning
it's the same
not
shit.
Just, referring to a trans woman like that, in which you can make the argument that it would be offensive to call a trans woman a trap, you know, for obvious reasons. You can clearly understand why.
Yeah, but no one uses that word that way. Like, if you're just, if that's the fucking main premise of your argument is that it could be used a certain way when in reality it's never been used that way, then it's a weak argument. It could be, but it doesn't mean it is, and it honestly never has. I have never once heard anyone use the word trap to refer to like a trans individual. And it's so baffling to me. Like, every time if I think of a trap, I think of like a fucking you know, a dude who dresses like a woman and looks very feminine and whatnot, but then they take off all their shit and they're actually a fucking a dude and whatnot, you know? Like at cons, where you see the fucking, some of the cosplayers cosplaying women, and they look just like women, but then it's like, yo, that's a dude, that's a trap. To me, that's a trap. Like, dude,
some trans women would not want to be called such things.
So
although, believe it or not, some actually don't mind and do like being called such. But I digress.
Yeah. Those are the people that know that it doesn't really mean anything. The ones that don't give two shits are the ones that know that it's just a word and they don't give the word any power. It's so cringe. It's like, bro, the only reason all these words are quote-unquote offensive is because you deem them yourself to be offensive. I personally don't give two shits. Like I said, you want to call me a slur? That's totally fucking fine. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and be a victim of shit and be like, oh my god, did you just call me a slur? I'm be like, it's funny. Let me hit you with one harder.
People were saying that because some trans women are being called traps, and it's offensive that no one is allowed to use the word trap.
It's so stupid.
Ever, in any context, which...
Yeah, a small group of mentally ill people are being called that because they're mentally ill, and people see that they find offense because of this, even though it's such an insignificant thing. So what do? They just call you that just to tick you off. It's like that whole Niara shit. Like, the dude throws a hissy fit when a streamer refers to them in the third person of they, just like every other individual. Like, if I start talking about Hirohei, I'm not going to be like he. I'll be like, oh, Hirohei, they like anime. Oh, Hirohei, they are playing Marvel Rivals again. He really seems to enjoy this game. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. It's a context used as a type of gender-neutral term. I fucking hate that word. And it's also used in a third-person type of way when you're referring to someone. It's the dumbest shit on the planet. And... like, it's so stupid. And then you have, like, people like Niara who are mentally ill as fuck that are like, oh my god, this hurts me. So it's like, alright, dude, chill the fuck out. Now I'm intentionally going out of my way to call you a guy. You know? You could have just been, like, chill. You could have just not paid any mind to it. You blew it out of proportion just because some YouTuber starts calling you they to refer to you in the third person type of way. Like, do you not know English? I guess not. You know, I mean,
to be quite frank, is absurd.
So stupid.
We've seen plenty of traps.
Dude needs to
anime,
take a chill pill.
Yeah,
we
would
have.
absolutely apply. And believe,
like, Nagi-sa is a fucking hell, dude. Here, let me fucking oh shit! I don't know what the fuck I just pressed. Anime. Fucking Yugi? Are you shitting me? Like, these are traps. Haku is a trap. Like, shit, you can even apply it to females who look like males. They are also traps. So to sit here and lose your fucking mind over, like, a little fucking word, Astolfo, the most notorious trap on the planet, looks female enough, fucking would. You know? Fucking this bitch. The fucking, but yeah, like these are all traps. Like, bruh, look at this. They even fucking categorize them in a tier list with Astolfo being C tier. Fuck yourself. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this adorable little man. Like that's a trap. Like, it's the dumbest shit on the planet. Like, it's a stupid argument.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of people, usually femboys, who don't mind being called trap.
Yeah, they don't give two shits.
And as a matter of fact, would take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, if I was a femboy, I would be one such person. If you were to call me trap, I would say that.
Hero, are you trying to subtly tell us something there, friend, buddy, pal? It's okay. We accept you for who you are, Hero Hey.
But this is not about me. This is about certain types of people on the internet who get way too easily offended by things and simultaneously like to act like they're the Twitter police. They're the internet cops out there.
Yeah, and you know what we do when people like this come out the woodworks? We just make fun of them. That's all you have to do. You make fun of them until they go away. Why? Because they're not worth taking seriously in any way, shape, or form.
These are people who love to embrace authoritarianism when they're the ones trying to dictate how people can live their lives over things that they're getting, as mentioned, way too easily offended by.
Yeah.
And so when it comes
then they'll fucking sit there and bitch and moan that fucking Twitter, the platform they're using to try to police people, is authoritarian or is racist or is run by a Nazi, when they're the ones using actual fucking Nazi tactics instead of censorship.
Trap.
And not letting people speak their minds.
Banning the word trap, even
God, that's so
anime,
stupid.
Where again, this word is pretty prevalent and it's not offensive, but
yeah,
the subreddit moderators decided this is offensive and no one's allowed to say it because, you know, there's like a fringe of
this is why I stopped using fucking Reddit, dude, because it's always just stupid fucking people who are in charge of these subreddits who are woke as shit, don't understand the culture behind the subreddit, and start enforcing their own will and their own beliefs into the subreddit, and start banning anyone who goes against what they believe should be how people act. Like I said, actual Nazi tactics of censorship.
Fringe group of people who are offended by this, and we all need to bow down to what they demand. As if that wasn't all crazy enough, it actually gets even worse. Because some of the people saying that they're offended by words like femboy and or trap, and that no one is allowed to use them in any context ever.
Shit, dude. Fucking, I went live one day one time with the old PC when I was playing with fucking Stellaris and shit, and someone in my chat was like, yo, femboy recommended to me on my feed. YouTube really knows me. And I was like, hell yeah. Keep it coming. I don't mind what you call me. I don't give two shits.
Well,
there is just one word that I will lose my mind over.
Actually weren't. They were just trying to pretend that they were so that they could continue trying to erase these terms from existence. Because, for whatever reason, there's parts of the trans community that literally hates femboys.
So cringe.
And they tried to erase the existence of femboys either through A, getting these words like banned so femboys aren't allowed to self-identify as femboys and or traps, etc., or 2, perpetuating and promoting egg culture, which is essentially grooming. It's essentially saying like, oh, if you're a dude who likes some feminine things, you're clearly not actually a dude, you're a trans woman. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that's the
this is how they were.
That's the dumbest shit, and one of my exes also did that shit.
And it's obviously
with me, and I was like, bruh.
A very disturbing thing, you know. This is
so cringe,
disturbing stuff.
Master manipulators.
I have seen parts of the trans community actually calling out that part of the trans community, saying things like they're toxic, they don't belong. That
I'm gonna tell you something. Like what I said. One of my friends. Let's see here. I sent them a link to this video, and I told them, why didn't you tell me my model design was harmful to you because it's a femboy? And her response was, they are. I'm allergic to nuts, Lamau. Like, bruh. So funny. Like, dude, like, fucking mentally unhinged people.
They're just making things worse, you know, etc., etc. So, it is good that there was pushback to that stuff even within the trans community.
Yeah, it's because actual trans people that aren't mentally ill know for a fact that this isn't in any way, shape, or form harmful to them. It's only a very small group of people that claim to be a part of the community, so that way they can feel some sense of power whenever they push something and it comes true, that cry and moan about this. But in reality, the actual trans people give no fucks. They genuinely don't. Why would they? This doesn't affect them in any way, shape, or form. It's only the very small, mentally ill group of people like Dylan Mulvaney and that other fucking dude that recorded themselves in fucking women's bathroom at Disneyland, or not Disneyland, at Disney World in Florida, which is illegal. Fucking hell, I forgot their name. It's on like the tip of my tongue. God damn, they're fucking on TikTok and shit. Oh, God damn it, this is gonna bug me. Hold up. Let's see. Subscriptions. It's gonna no. Oh, here's okay. Officer Tatum. Yes, he covered this, so it should be here in his videos. The title. Let's see. This fucking individual, Lily Tino. Yeah, that's the person. It's people like that who literally just go around trying to stir up as much trouble as possible, who have the loudest voices, sadly, but they do not speak for the entire community. And it's so cringe.
But unfortunately, you're still seeing stuff like this occur. And
they're
so
nothing but a
on
bunch
Reddit
of parasites.
and some anime subreddits, they were trying to ban the word trap. Then on social media, people trying to get the word femboy banned. And then they were even suggesting that instead of the word femboy, people use the word roseboy. And it's like,
what
bro,
the fuck?
Who actually calls himself a roseboy?
Bro, that's gay as fuck, not gonna lie. That's so fucking gay. Roseboy? Bro, that sounds like an actual slur towards gay people. That sounds more of a slur than fucking femboy. hey there, Rose boy. Why don't you come over here and see how tight that pussy is? Like, bro. Oh my god, dude. Roseboy sounds way worse than femboy, man.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. This sounds weird.
My god, that's like on par with calling a gay individual a fucking fairy. It's so stupid. It's so bad.
Like, no, just no.
Holy shit.
And now in 2025, we're seeing a revitalization of this topic, it looks like.
People are bored.
This tweet. And we get people in the comments talking about this. For example, so
oh
first we got
god,
femboys
no.
saying transfem is a slur against femboys, and now transfems saying femboy is a slur against transfems. Neither is true for the most part. Femboy can be used as a slur to misgender trans women, but it's mostly
oh my
for
fucking god
informing men. So first of all, no, it's actually the wrong order of events. As I told you, that's not what happened. First,
bro, who the fuck uses femboy as a slur, dude? Like, what? That's like, oh my fucking god, that's so stupid. This is like fucking saying ladyboy is a slur when literal Taiwanese ladyboys refer to themselves in such a way and actually find it offensive when you call them trans. Like, bro, I remember seeing a clip where it was like some dude and he went to Thailand and he was talking to the ladyboys and he's like, what do you prefer, the term ladyboy or trans? And they're literally telling him, no, we're ladyboys, we're not trans, we know trans, we ladyboys. Ladyboy, I ladyboy. And it's like, it's so cringe that you fucking see them trying to push this weird fucking agenda that just because they're bored as shit and have nothing better to do, just well, I mean, look, the proof's in the pudding. Look at all these mentally ill flags up here. But yeah, it's so cringe and so stupid, dude. Like, no, like, quit trying to insert your own fucking woke politics into shit that no one is asking for.
Those people getting mad at Trapped and getting mad at the word femboy, and I like saying that.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this individual. Femboys means feminine boys. How is that a slur / gen? Like, yeah. And then the response, ask them, not me, I have no clue. I used it in a derogatory way against trans femmes, but it's not a slur. Wait, what? Oh, I read that wrong. It says it's used. Yeah, that I don't understand how
Trans femme, a slur against
that.
femboys. That is not correct, actually. I haven't
Yeah,
seen, from what I've seen at least, I have not seen people saying that's a
I've
slur.
never seen
What
that
I have seen
shit.
people saying it is actually grooming. Yeah, it's basically grooming. If
Yeah,
you
that's
have
what
a
it
dude
is.
who likes being a dude, but on occasion, or maybe not even on occasion, maybe regularly likes to embrace the feminine side that they have and be a femboy.
That's like saying trans queens aren't trans or not trans queens. Oh my god, dude. My brain is being fried reading all this shit. Seeing how stupid people are. That's like saying drag queens aren't drag queens. They're trans women who just haven't gone through the surgery. It's like, no. You tell that to fucking someone like RuPaul and he'll fucking lose his shit. Be like, no, honey, I'm not fucking trans. I'm a drag queen. Get it straight.
And you try to
I
say
could
that
see
person's
RuPaul
trans,
saying something
that
like
is
that.
not a slur. That is grooming. So
Yeah.
let's just establish that fact first of all. Continuing though, another response says femboys means feminine boys. How is that a slur? The OP says, ask them, not me. I have no clue. It's used in derogatory ways against trans femmes, but it's not a slur. Similarly, we've got this comment that says, I don't know if it's exactly a slur. It's just a term that was used against trans femmes and stuff. No, like what?
No,
the
it wasn't.
This is like,
Oh my god, dude. It's like these
taking a
people.
word where 99% of the context it's not used like that.
Yeah.
99% plus, let's go with. And then because like the most fringe of the fringe examples, that's like less than 1% of the time, they're trying to apply that fringe example.
They're trying to apply the 0.00000000001% of the time that it's used in this way, which is fucking basically never, and spin it as if that's the entire fucking narrative, as if that's the whole narrative, that it's only used this way, which is fucking stupid because femboys have been around for longer than trans people have. Like, trans individuals are a modern day thing. Femboys have been around for way longer and have had a much longer history than trans people. It's kind of fucking stupid to sit here and be like, oh my god, this word that has been around for longer than trans people have is used as a slur against trans people. Like, no, it's not. It makes zero fucking sense.
Example as like the majority when it's not. It's ridiculous. Yep. Like, dude, when people are saying femboy, they're talking about femboys 99.9% of the time. Adding this part in post-production because I forgot to mention this too, but obviously the second part of that take is also ridiculous. Saying like it's bad to use, implying that it's bad to use in general, even to people who literally want to be called femboys. Like it's
so
not,
stupid.
It's a ridiculous thing to say. And then we actually got an example of a trans masculine person who likes being called femboy. They say, I call myself a femboy as a trans mask boy who likes to girl. Is this okay? I don't understand the second part of that, not gonna lie. Like,
yeah, I don't either.
Girl, I don't know what that means. But we can understand the first part at least. Yeah, they like being called a femboy. Got it. So this ultimately means that these things are contextual. And taking a look at the context and with nuance, like I literally just said, 99% of the time the stuff is not being used in a way it's offensive.
What the fuck is this? Is he gonna read it?
Called such things either self-identify as the...
Okay, he's gonna scroll past it. It's not a slur. It is derogatory towards trans women and trans femmes, yes. But slur, no. Don't believe everyone telling you what it is and isn't a slur without any research. Like, bro, I have never once heard of anyone use it as a derogatory way to refer to trans women or trans femmes. Not once have I ever heard it being used that way. And these people come out of the woodworks and they're like, yes, it's used. Like, you ask them for the source, like for proof, and they're like, the proof is I made it the fuck up.
those things, and or simply enjoy being called those things. So There's no need to make a big fuss and a big problem out of this.
Yeah, look, this individual right here. I've never ever seen femboy itself as a porn tag for trans women. It could be the fact that trans women in porn is fetishized. I think that's why it would be used as a tag. Maybe I'm wrong, but because it has a main meaning, I don't think it's transphobic. It's not, you know? Yeah, some things are fetishized, but let's be realistic. Everything is fetishized in today's day and age. Like, bro, you have people who fetishize ankles, who fetishize feet, who fetishize only the sole of the feet, who fetishize armpits, who fetishize hairy armpits, shaved armpit. Like, dude, the list goes on and on. So for that to be an argument, it just doesn't work given the amount of shit. Like, dude, it's stupid. It's a stupid argument.
Unless you have some sort of ulterior motive, you know. So I'll read like one more of these. This one's interesting. Let's take a look at this because we're just talking about context. It says, context matters. It absolutely can be used as a derogatory term towards trans women, and it's disgusting. But femboy alone is its own thing. The issue is when they're used synonymously by chasers. Really depends on how you use the word and towards who. Someone else saying not this again. Yeah.
Yeah, dear God, not this again.
Here we go again, man.
I agree.
Just when you think you're over.
I agree with that one. Dear God, not this again. It's not derogatory, nor does anyone really care. I agree. I can guarantee you the only people who care are these mentally unhinged people who have nothing better to do than to just sit there on their computers and just try to police people because they're sensitive as fuck.
For some of the most brain rot conversations, they pop up once again.
Dude.
Let's take a look at some of the quotes, and we'll end with that. One at the very top here says, femboy and trap is not a slur. Like most things, it can be used derogatory.
Yeah.
Spoiler, context matters, but not slurs. The next one reading, femboy is a portmanteau of feminine and boy, and that's it.
Yeah.
It is not offensive, except to people who can't handle the existence of gender non-conforming people because their entire worldview and sense of self is built on the idea that wearing a skirt makes them a girl. Yeah, this goes back to what I said.
I agree with that.
Certain parts of the trans community literally try erasing the existence of femboys and or simply can't conceive the concept of gender non-conforming and how that doesn't make someone trans.
Like, it's so stupid. Oh, you're a femboy? Oh, you're not really a man. You're a woman trapped in a man's body. Oh, you're a tomboy? Well, you're not really a girl. You're actually a dude trapped in a girl's body. So why don't you cut off your genitalia and have these surgeries and have these hormone blockers and whatnot? And yeah, conform to being like us. You got to be like us. If you're not like us, we will persecute you and throw you into the showers. We will do whatever we like. We are above the law. Like, bro, talk about such unhinged, like, actual Nazi behavior. If you're not like us, if you don't look like us, then to the showers with you, peasant. To Auschwitz you go. Like, holy shit, man.
But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about this topic. I think that's like all the main stuff, and also some of the public perception too. This
like, if they're gonna use extremes, I'll use extremes.
As
shit.
of recording,
it's so
got
cringe.
113k views on Twitter, 2,100 likes on Twitter as well. Let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments.
I think it's stupid as shit.
As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Consider liking and or subscribing if you enjoyed the coverage. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. A great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next.
Yeah, like I said, dude, like, honestly, I feel like it's more offensive to femboys if you when you try to push this fucking narrative, because femboys are their own fucking group and their own subculture of people, and to try to, like, destroy that subculture that has existed for way longer, mind you, it's kind of, like, fucked up towards them, towards the actual femboys that embrace it, have their own communities, and just chill with their own lives. But yeah. Anywho, that's gonna be it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And remember to be safe out there. The world is uncertain. I mean, there was just a fucking shooting, like, what, yesterday or another day ago? And I think it was Kentucky, where they shot like a state trooper. He unfortunately passed away. Then after shooting the state trooper, this fucking unhinged lunatic went and shot up a church where 2 people died and another 2 were injured. I think I haven't seen any of the updates, but I think they're out of the ICU, I believe. So far 3 people have died, 2 have been injured. And the shooter was put down by the police in a standoff because they were clearly obviously gonna keep on going, so they had to use lethal force to protect the people of the church and whatnot and protect others from harm. So yeah, be safe out there, because you never know what the fuck is gonna happen. Always be careful, be prepared for anything. And yeah, question everything, believe nothing, and always seek the deeper truth. And if you made it this far into the video, later on today in like a few hours, let's see, I want to start like around 5 or 6, so like in about 3 to 4.5 hours, I will be live streaming Space Marines. So yeah, if you want to see me live, we can do that. We're gonna still be testing the PC. Yesterday we did pretty good. You know, we reacted to some funny AI Sasquatch. We also played some, we booted up some like Elden Ring. We tried a mod and it's just weird. I didn't like it. I booted up Dark Souls. It was playing out of the wrong shit, which was weird, and I didn't like it. And we ended up testing Black Myth with DLSSR frame generation set to ×2, as well as ray tracing and everything with cinematic graphics. And there were a few like encoding issues, and the model got a little laggy here and there. But I do believe that you know, just turn off a few settings, fix up whatchamacallit, YouTube Studio, and yeah, that fixed everything. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one later.